Alrighty, so game 2 of the NBA Finals last night. Absolutely great, folks. Absolutely great game. Close game, but the Suns do what the Suns do, and the Bucks do what the Bucks do. The Bucks, are playing catch up all game, and they, close out the lead, making it, a 5-4 point game, and then the Suns go on the run. There was kind of like 3 instances of the Suns going on an 8-0 run in less than 2 minutes that really just once again rubber band the lead. So you give credit to the Suns team. They are consistent. They are consistent throughout this entire game. All 42 minutes. 48 minutes is my math right there. 48 minutes. So you give a ton of credit to the Suns team for just getting it done consistently throughout the game. So let's start talking about some stats here. Let's start here with the Suns since they ended up winning the game. Chris Paul was still doing pretty decent. Now, the Bucks did make the adjustment. They were still able to kind of close down Chris Paul a little bit. They were kind of collapsing everything inside. They weren't switching on everything, so he wasn't able to kind of pick. The Bucks were fighting over the screen, so that's absolutely fantastic. So we give credit to Mike Budenholzer for switching up his game plan. That's what we needed to see. What we needed to see last night, our 3 things that we talked about yesterday on the show, was we needed Mike Budenholzer to come up with a little bit of a better game plan. We needed Giannis to be a little bit more aggressive, and we needed Jrue Holiday to step it up. Now, 2 of those 3 things happened, and they lose the game because Jrue Holiday did not step up. So we got the switch on Mike Budenholzer, and we got Giannis going dominant all game. We'll get to that in a second, but let's keep it here with the Suns. Chris Paul, 23 points and 8 assists. It was still a solid game by Chris Paul. He was hitting some big shots down the stretch in the fourth quarter, truly closing it out, him and Devin Booker. Once again, kind of the Bucks shrunk the lead a little bit, but Chris Paul and Devin Booker were hitting some clutch shots. Devin Booker, some nice threes at the end of the game, and Chris Paul, his classic kind of mid-range jumper, closing out the game. So Chris Paul, 23 points, 8 assists. He shot 50% on 20 shots and 3 of 5 from the 3. So another great game by Chris Paul last night. Devin Booker, great night, led the team in scoring, loved seeing it. Devin Booker, 31 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He shot great, 7 of 12 from the 3, and 48% on 25 shots. Absolutely great by Devin Booker last night, truly being the number 1 scorer. And Chris Paul just kind of, he can be the number 1 scorer when he needs to be. He can kind of fall into his kind of number 3 scorer. He was the number 3 scorer overall for the Suns last night, and he fits into every role, folks. He's absolutely great. Then we go to DeAndre Ayton. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Wasn't as dominant as he was in game number 1. Kind of Giannis, once again, being a little bit more aggressive, taking it to DeAndre Ayton a little bit more often than he did in game number 1. And DeAndre Ayton kind of struggled a little bit. He was still a plus 10 on the floor, but he shot 40% on 10 shots. Not the greatest. Then we got Jay Crowder. What do we want from Jay Crowder? We wanted him to hit threes, and that's exactly what he did. So once again, when you got Mikal Bridges firing on all cylinders, Devin Booker still firing on all cylinders, Chris Paul still firing on all cylinders, and then you add Jay Crowder to that mix, it's almost impossible, folks. That's what the Bucks are just not. They're just not as deep. Their core 5 is not as deep, and their bench is nowhere near this Suns bench either. So it's just unfortunate. You have to rely so much on Giannis, and the Bucks outside shooting is just so abysmal still, folks. It truly is. So Jay Crowder hitting it right from the start, right from the get-go in this game. 11 points, 10 rebounds, and he shot 3 of 5 from the 3 and 4 of 8 from the field. But that's what we're talking about, folks. He was 0 of 8, folks, in game 1. Back up to it, 11 points. We absolutely loved it. All right, then we got Mikal Bridges, who once again, folks, absolutely great. 27 points, second leading scorer for the Sun squad. 3 of 9 from the 3, and he shot 53% from the field, folks. So everybody was firing on all cylinders here for this Suns team, and it's just, you can't say the same thing about the Bucks, man. The Batman, the Chris Middleton of Batman, where is he? Kendrick Perkins, who initiated this dumb narrative. What? Where is he? I can't believe that man said he was Batman after it was a decent performance, folks. When did it come? Like game 3 or game 4 of the Hawk series? This dumb narrative. I'll call it a dumb narrative. I don't like to call any narrative dumb or kind of say your opinion is wrong, your sports take is wrong, but that was just dumb. It was just plain dumb to say that. And everybody loved it, though. Everybody ran with that. Okay. Okay. Y'all do that. We don't do that around here. All right, so the starting lineup of the Suns was absolutely fantastic. Off the bench, Cameron Payne only played 9 minutes, and I know his stats, you don't see him in the stats, honestly, when he comes off the bench, but his hustle, he had a couple of takeaways. He had 2 steals. He only had 1 steal. He just, like, when I watch the game, I don't look at the stats when I watch the game. I watch the game. I digest the game, and then I look at the stats in the morning. But it's just Cameron Payne, man. He seems so more productive on screen in the game live, and then I check his stats the next morning, and it's like, what? Man, this is it? This is it? So he only played 9 minutes last night. We do want to see him get more minutes, but okay, they're still winning. I get it. Cameron Payne, 2 points on 3 shots, and he had 3 rebounds and 2 assists and 1 steal, but that's only in 9 minutes, folks. That's pretty still solid. So I'm still getting behind Cameron Payne. I still want to see him get more minutes out here. He's a great hustler on the floor. He gets it done. He makes the most of all the minutes that he has out there, and he doesn't kind of look to score first. He looks to make the best play offensively and defensively, folks. So I give Cameron Payne a lot of credit, even though he only played 9 light minutes. Now we talk about Cameron Johnson, who came off the bench for 18 minutes, put up 8 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds on 4 shots. He shot 2 of 4 from the 3, so that's great as well. He had some nice clutch threes as well in the first half of this game. So once again, just Cameron Johnson, this bench, Cameron Johnson, Cameron Payne, real solid, not kind of overdoing it. They don't make themselves the main focal point when they come off the bench. They still are like, hey, I'm still kind of like the 5th option out here, even though I'm coming off the bench. So I'm looking for the best move. I'm looking for the best role. I'm locking it up on defense, and I'm going to let y'all do it because Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges are just hot as heck so far, games 1 and 2 of this NBA Finals. Torrey Craig playing 7 minutes. 6 points on 3 shots. He shot 2 of 3 from the 3, so that's great. And then Frank Kaminsky, not even playing a minute. How unfortunate. We would have liked to see him get a little bit more play time. DeAndre Ayton playing 42 minutes out there. Fantastic by him. As we saw, Dario Saric tore his ACL, so they're kind of, leaving DeAndre Ayton out there a lot and not using Frank Kaminsky. Truly unfortunate. Using little Torrey Craig out there. We respect it. I'm a big Torrey Craig fan. Torrey Craig. So overall, the Suns are, folks, you can't beat a team that's just shooting so great. What did they shoot as a team? They only shot 48%, but they shot 50% from 3, folks. Holy moly. They took 43s and shot 50% from 3. That's the game, folks. That's the game. The Bucks do not have anything to keep up with that. 20 of 40 from the 3. That is the game, folks. That is the game. So let's talk about this Bucks team now. Well, Mike Budenholzer made the adjustment. We respect him for that. Giannis was way more aggressive, 42 points, 12 rebounds. And once again, Giannis is the only member of the Bucks in plus territory when he's on the floor, folks. And he played 40 minutes. You better leave him in all 48 minutes next time. You have to. You have no choice. So Giannis was way more aggressive. We loved it. 42 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 11 of 18 from the free throw line. Not terrible. Not really that terrible, honestly. For taking 18 shots, 61%. We obviously would love to see it way up. Obviously, we want you at 100%, but Giannis just being more aggressive, taking 22 shots, getting fouled 18 times, driving down the paint every single game. I give so much credit to Giannis, folks. This is him. He's like, hey, I'm a superstar. I am an all-star in this league, and hey, this is what I have to do. I got to get it done in the finals. I am the best player on this team, hands down, no debate. I am the Batman. Kendrick Perkins, what the hell are you talking about? Giannis is clear-cut the Batman on this team. I don't want to hear anything else. So he goes out there and gets it done, folks. He's driving. He's getting it done. He took 5 threes. He hit 1. We don't like that too much, but, when nobody else is hitting that great, sure, why not? Let it fly. So Giannis, an absolutely great night. What do we got? Chris Middleton, the Batman, the supposed Batman. Folks, y'all calling 11 points on 31% shooting Batman? A minus 15 on the floor, the worst on the team? Okay, I'll take Giannis. I'll take the Robin, I guess, in that scenario. I will take the Robin. You can keep your Batman of Chris Middleton. Nonsense, folks. It's truly nonsense. Oh, man, these people are on TV getting paid for this, folks. Oh, jeez. All right. So Chris Middleton had an abysmal game. He played 41 minutes. 11 points. He had 8 assists and 6 rebounds, 1 of 6 from the three. Can the Bucks hit the three? That's the thing that we're hearing all in the regular season. They were the best three-pointing shooting team. This Bucks team is different from 2019 in the bubble because they're shooting the three so great. Well, they're not doing it when it matters, so does it matter? No, it doesn't. Chris Middleton, 1 of 6 from 3, 31% on 16 shots. Absolutely abysmal. Then we get Jrue Holiday. Once again, we needed him to step it up big time, and he was a -3 on the floor, so not bad overall, but his shooting very inefficient, folks. He had 17 points and 7 rebounds, 17 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, but once again, he shot 33% on 21 shots. 1 of 3 from the three. Not great. His defense was all right, but overall, we need you to score points. We need that outside shooting to be clutch and reliable, and it's nowhere near that, folks. We get Brook Lopez, 8 points, 9 rebounds. He was only a -1 on the floor, so once again, not terrible overall. He shot 40%, but once again, only playing 27 minutes out there. They definitely don't keep Brook Lopez out there too often. And then PJ Tucker. I think you got to move PJ Tucker out of the starting lineup, folks. I think you do. I think you got to put Pat Connaughton in the starting lineup, and we're going to talk about him in a second, but let's finish here on PJ Tucker. 7 points on only 5 shots. We know he doesn't score that much. -5 on the floor, 5 rebounds, but we just need some lethal threat from 3. That's it. And Pat Connaughton's their best three-point shooter, honestly. Last night off the bench, he played 33 minutes. Once again, not great. He was a -14 on the floor. Absolutely not great. But 14 points, if you're giving me points, I think I just got to live and die by it, unfortunately. He shot 4 of 9 from 3, the best by far, by a mile on this Bucks team. Now, he was taking a lot of shots at the end of the game. I don't know if I want the ball in his hands, but once again, you needed threes, and he's the only one that's decently decent, not reliable, but decently decent at shooting the three. So, all right, let him take the shots, I guess. We'll live and die by Pat Connaughton just because it's unfortunately we have to. We got like 2 minutes left. We're downtown. We have to take some threes here. We have to take threes and get some stops. We can't just keep going for twos. Bryn Forbes is letting us down. You know, we thought he could potentially be their best three-point shooter, but once again, only 1 of 3 from last night. Jeff Teague off the bench, 4 points on 4 shots. Bobby Portis, 2 points on 2 shots in 4 minutes. But it's just Pat Connaughton truly just 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 9 from the three, 7 rebounds, 14 points. It's not bad. We just need something more efficient, and I would like to see Pat Connaughton in the starting lineup. Put him at the 2, put Chris Middleton at the 3. You can't have PJ Tucker, Giannis, and Brook Lopez all not being able to score threes out there, especially when Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton are not doing their part of being their main facilitators and main scoring options out on the floor from the perimeter. So we'll see what the Bucks do in game number 3, folks. It's coming back to Milwaukee. Jeez, I mean, the Bucks shot freaking 9 of 31 from the 3, folks. 29%. The Suns shot 50. They made 23s, folks. That is the game, and the Bucks aren't even nowhere close to keeping up with the three-point barrage, folks. So I don't know what you can do. The Suns team is just looking efficient. They're looking great. This is looking like one of the best teams in the NBA, folks. Just kind of the ball movement and the unselfishness of play and the playing for each other offensively and defensively. Nobody trying to outdo each other, just taking the most efficient shots. There was a play, I think in like the second half. I want to say it was in the fourth quarter. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, but it was so freaking great, folks. I forgot how it ended, but if I go to play-by-play, I don't think I'm going to take it. But it took all 24 seconds. It was great movement by the Suns. I mean, there was like 4 or 5 times where I'm like, shoot the ball, you're wide open from 3, but they're making that extra pass, breaking down that Bucks defense, and then it goes down for just an easy dunk because everybody's just passing the ball. The Bucks are overcommitting, and then you just break it down, and there's somebody wide open underneath the basket, and they get the dunk. Jeez, I'm a little upset. I'm not going to be able to find this play. Ugh, I should have wrote it down. I should have noted it. Because I don't even know when it came. It could have been in this third quarter. I think it was in the second half. Let me see very quickly if I can find this, because it was just so impressive. It was so great. This was like the pinnacle of the game. Like, this is what the Suns do, folks. Let's see, fourth quarter. It was a dunk. I think it was a DeAndre Ayton easy dunk. Was it this cutting layup? Did he dunk it? I thought he dunked it. Let's see. Is it this play? It took the entire shot clock, folks. Well, it must have been quarter 3 because they were going on the right side of the court. Was it in the second quarter? Bear with us, folks. It's worth it. I promise it's worth it. Was it Mikal Bridges and then maybe not DeAndre Ayton? Nah, this wasn't it. Hmm. I need to find this play, folks. I need to find this. Ayton alley-oop layup. It may be this. I don't think it's this, actually. No, that was a great one, too, though. But Chris Paul, just great vision. Giving it to DeAndre Ayton. Oh, man. Did it end in this? Did it end in a Chris Paul 3? No, that wasn't it either. Darn it! All right. I may have to come back tomorrow and show the play. I will find it. Maybe it was the second quarter. Let me just quickly browse the second quarter, folks. Let's see if it's this. No, that wasn't it. That was a turnover by Chris Paul. Yikes. That was not the play, though. I had a Paul driving, floating bank jump shot, but they showed a turnover. Interesting. All right, maybe this. DeAndre Ayton dunking, cutting dunk. No, that wasn't it. But this is still a good play of just kind of the hustle here. So we get a turnover by Mikal Bridges. He forces a turnover. Now we got a fast break one-on-one. Devin Booker gets blocked by Jrue Holiday. Once again, very good play by him. But then we get Mikal Bridges down the court, and then it's just DeAndre Ayton up by himself. Nobody kind of getting back on defense by the Bucks. So once again, just a hustle by the Suns. Great there. Great all-around team effort. You love to see it. All right, here we go. This is maybe the last. This is the last maybe right here. I think this is it right here. This is it right here. No, this isn't it. Darn it! That wasn't it. Maybe it's combined with this. What's before this? Ayton steal. Let's see. There's no video. All right, well, unfortunate. But I will try to find that play and have it for tomorrow because it was absolutely great. It was just the Suns breaking it down defensively, wide open at the end of it. Great ball movement, great team chemistry, making the best play possible. So that was the NBA Finals from last night, folks. Absolutely great game. Now, what do the Bucks have to do in game number 2? I mean, you made some adjustments, but the only adjustment left to make here for game 3 in Milwaukee is going to be Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday. They need to be efficient, folks. I mean, 33%, 31%. That's not getting it done at all, folks. Who shot 30% on the Suns team? McCall Bridges shooting 53%. Jay Crowder shooting 50%. DeAndre Ayton shooting 40%. Devin Booker shooting 48% on 25 shots. Chris Paul shooting 20% or 50% on 20 shots, folks. These people should be ashamed of themselves. You're ruining Giannis's great playoff performances, folks. He's been great. Game 1 was real good. Game 2 was great. 42 points, being aggressive the entire game. You have to kind of respect and try to be his you have to be Giannis's Robin. You must be reliable. This is what, LeBron has been kind of going with his early years. Just trash all around him while he's going out there on a nightly basis and getting it done. So we need Jrue Holiday to step it up. We need Chris Middleton to step it up. 5 of 16? 1 of 6 from the 3? While the Suns are shooting 50% as a team from the deep? Come on. Man. I don't know. I think you just got to switch the lineup. Move Chris Middleton back to the 3. Put Pat Connaughton in the starting lineup. He's not the best defender, but he can get some decent shots up. He's decently decent at the 3. Move Chris Middleton back to the 3. I'd say you take PJ Tucker out of the starting lineup. And then just move maybe PJ Tucker. Move him down to the 5 a little bit. When he comes off the bench, use him as the 5. You just got to jumpstart this offense offensively, folks. I mean, the Bucks did solid in the first quarter. They outscored the Suns 29-26. They floundered in the second quarter, only putting up 16 points. But they got off to a decent start in this game, and then it just went downhill as the game progressed. But the offense just needs to be better. The outside shooting just needs to be better. That's it. Chris Middleton, it's on you. Jrue Holiday, it's on you. That's what you can boil the game down to. So